What is up guys, David Zhao here, and today we're taking a look at the incredible Zeapon Micro 3 motorized camera slider. In today's video, we're going to look at the build quality and design, the functionality and controls, some test footage, along with my opinion of whether or not you should buy it. Overall, for around $650 for any of the motorized versions, I think that it's a great camera slider for product videography and for shooting B-roll. There is one negative that might be a deal breaker, but I'll cover that later in the video. All right, let's jump right into it. Starting off with the build quality, the first thing you'll notice is the triangular design of the slider. According to Zeapon, this design was inspired by the hella flush trend in the automotive community. Regardless of whether you're into the hella flush look in cars, what this design achieves for this slider is a much more compact system where the vertical dimensions have become tighter and smaller without compromising the carry capacity of the system. The Micro 3 supports a 10-pound payload in any direction and up to a 26.5-pound payload when traveling horizontally. It utilizes a belt system as seen in most other sliders with a dampening system to increase or decrease friction for manual operation. For motorized operation, the motor unit attaches via a secure rosette mount and is powered either using a Sony NPF battery or via USB-C power. If you take a look at the system, Zeapon definitely put heavy emphasis on the compact aspect of the slider. Not only is it low profile, but it also minimizes length where possible. The slide length for the E700 version I have is about 22 inches, but the actual travel distance from one end of the slider to the other end is about 30 inches. What that also means is that transporting the slider also becomes much easier. By detaching the motor unit, the slider is now just 18.5 inches long, allowing you to pack it down into your backpack or camera case. The slider also has a nesting screw design which lets you hide the mounting screw so it doesn't scratch your other gear while in transport, as well as a belt lock to keep the carrier stationary. If you really want to go the extra mile, they've also included screws to bolt down the carrier so it absolutely does not move and get damaged in transport. Finally, Zeapon also provides a high-quality travel case for you to store and transport your Micro 3 system in, which I'll never complain about it when it's thrown in for free. The one potential deal breaker I've noted with this slider is the motor noise. When operating between 50% to 100% speed, there's a very audible motor noise. It's also not consistent, so it's not like you can just drop a simple notch filter and just knock out the specific frequency. Depending on the speed it's traveling, it will be a different frequency. And if you just manually move it with the joystick on the app, you can really get it to sound like you're connecting to a dial-up internet. Also, comment down below if you've ever used dial-up internet. You might be thinking, David, how is that not just an absolute deal breaker? Well, the thing is, I don't really ever see a scenario of using both greater than 50% speed and recording audio at the same time. First of all, I'm mostly going to be using this slider for product shots and B-roll, which usually takes the form of slower movements. If you're using this in an interview setting and leaving it on loop over and over, again, you're probably shooting it at a slower speed, which means it won't be audible. The only time I'd imagine I'd be using the slider at full speed like this if I was planning on combining it with Zeapon's Pons PT motorized pan tilt head to get some wild looking orbiting product shots, in which case I'm not going to be using the audio from that shot anyways. So I did want to point out the motor noise for those of you that might find it to be a deal breaker, but also kind of reassure you that it doesn't really render the tool useless like you'd initially think. Alright, I wanted to take a second to talk to you guys about the partner of today's video, Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for as low as $15 a month, and you don't have to sacrifice any coverage, speed, or data. They're built on the nation's largest 5G network, so I started asking myself, why would I pay more than I have to for access to the same network? On top of that, switching to Mint Mobile is super easy. Thanks to their digital eSIM cards, you can sign up and activate right on your phone. It took me less than 20 minutes, and you can even keep your current device and phone number. All Mint Mobile plans include unlimited nationwide talk and text, plus lightning fast 5G and free mobile hotspot. I switched because I used to pay $85 a month for my old wireless plan, and now I'm saving money every month. Right now, Mint Mobile has a great deal where if you sign up before January 15th and purchase a 3-month plan, you'll receive an additional 3 months free using my link mintmobile.com/DavidZhao or scan my QR code. So stop paying more than you need to on your wireless bill and start saving big with Mint Mobile. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about was functionality and controls. Of course, without the motor unit, you can control it manually with the assistance of the dampening system to give you smooth movements. But once you throw on the motor, you now have two different ways you can control the functionality of the slider, either utilizing the physical buttons on the motor itself or on the mobile app. The physical control buttons, once you get used to them, can be pretty reliable if you'd rather not use the app. They let you control the speed of the slider between slow, medium, and fast, as well as let you move the carrier around and set waypoints. Then you can run the camera move and also choose to loop it, all through physical button combinations. However, I personally actually really like their mobile app. It's well designed and resembles other slider control apps from other brands, letting you set many waypoints, adjust the carrier position, control it in connection with their motorized pan tilt head, control it with their time-lapse trigger, adjust the movement speed between 0% through 100%, turn on and off looping, and start and stop runs. Here are a few more sample shots from this slider with some different configurations of speed with the camera stabilization on and off and different angles of travel. Ultimately, my conclusion is that this is a high quality product and is perfect for independent creators who shoot a lot of product videos and B-roll segments. It's even great for scenes involving audio as long as you understand what scenarios cause the motor noise to act up. The Micro 3 also comes in at an affordable price range, especially when compared to offerings from other brands like Rhino, which can easily cost 2 to 4 times more. At the moment, I've owned sliders from budget brands like Canova, to mid-range brands like Zeapon, to more expensive brands like Rhino, and I have to say that the Zeapon Micro 3 has so far been my favorite combination of design, build quality, and functionality in a single product. If you would like to check out the slider for yourself, I've put links in the description down below, but I would definitely love to hear what you think of this slider. Let me know in the comments section on if this slider seems interesting to you, what your thoughts are of the slider design, and what do you think is better, a slider or a gimbal? I'll be picking 3 random comments in the first 48 hours to win a DZ water bottle. If you enjoyed this video, here are some videos that the YouTube algorithm has decided that you would enjoy watching, so check those out. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.